introduction. Thank you. Who else feels like we can just end the meeting right now and get to work? Let's go. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. As Daniel said, I've known Daniel and other members of the corporate team, and some of you actually for many, many years. And truth be told, I watched Three from afar the last couple of years. And every once in a while, Daniel and I would connect and go to lunch and talk about business and life. And after the last lunch that we had, the thought popped into my head, Tyson, if you don't get your butt over to Three, you're going to miss out on something truly special. So I quit my job at a large multi-billion-dollar company, and I've not been happier than I've been in a long time since I have in the last 2 months. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Daniel's right. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. Only you can take yourselves there, but I believe as a company, our most important role is to simplify and make this path as smooth as possible for you. So that's what my goal is, and I've seen every member of the Three team with the same exact goal, trying to do everything we can to support you. This is a partnership, and I'm excited to, I'm going to announce a few things today that will hopefully make things just a little bit smoother. Daniel teased a few of them as well. But since this is my first time getting to meet many of you, I don't normally do this, but I thought, I'd like to share just a little bit about me. And I hope over the next 2 days, I get a chance to meet all of you. Please come up, say hi, introduce yourselves. I'd love to hear a little bit about you and your stories. But to talk about me a little bit, this is my family. This is my wife. This is why I do this. It was actually my wife, ironically, that got me into this industry. And I had no idea what I was getting into. But I very quickly fell in love with this industry because it's blessed my life. It's allowed me to provide for my family. It's allowed me to travel the world and meet thousands of wonderful people. This is my wonderful wife, and she supports me when I'm working late, working long hours. She's absolutely wonderful. These are my 4 kids, Claire, Charlotte, Catherine, and James, and our moody little dog, Ruby. And we have a saying in our family. We like to choose the fun. We like to do fun things, go on adventures. This is Halloween just this last year. I don't know why we always take pictures at our front door, but it's just what we do. If you've seen the movie Inside Out, my wife wanted to do a family costume this year. And so my wife there is Sadness, my oldest daughter is Joy, my youngest daughter is Anxiety, and for some reason my kids said that I had to be Anger. I don't know why. But I'm Anger. And then my middle daughter, she's a teenager, just turned 13. She said that she would rather be caught dead than seen by her friends wearing a family costume, so she opted out of this one. And then my little 5-year-old, who, when he grows up, wants to be a ninja, so he got his wish. And then last, this is my favorite picture of my family that we've ever taken. The reason I love this is because for every single person in that, the log flume there, the expression on their face is telling a little bit about their personality. My oldest daughter, she likes to have fun. She's very cautious. So she's kind of smiling, but she's kind of tense. My second daughter there, from the top, you can see, she's just no holds barred, having a blast. I love rides, I love adventures, so I'm doing the same. And then for some reason, my 5-year-old is just scared of it. And so he's just holding on to me with a death grip. And we also told him that this ride didn't have any big drops, and so he also was probably pretty upset at the time. We like to choose the fun, and when I'm not doing all things Three, our favorite thing to do is be out in nature, just going on adventures. I love living in Utah. We can be in the mountains, we can be in the desert, we can be hiking. I absolutely love it. There is a really cool place in Utah, in Fish Lake National Forest. This grove of aspen trees is referred to as Pando. Pando in Latin means to spread. In this 103-acre aspen tree grove, there are over 47,000 aspen trees. And it turns out that this is the largest living organism in the world because all of the roots of over 47,000 trees are all connected. And that connection is what allows the strength, defense, energy production of this grove of aspen trees. And it's just, you can tell it's absolutely, especially in the fall, when the leaves are changing. And I was reading a little bit about this because I'm kind of fascinated by it. I find it super interesting. And what I realized when I was was looking at this, this is kind of a metaphor for our industry, for what we do. There are tremendous leaders in this room right now who have taken the weight of the world upon their shoulders to go build this business. But the strength of what we do has never been in a few people doing a lot. It's been in everybody doing a little. Everybody doing their part and coming together is what will truly get us to reach our potential. I absolutely love that metaphor. Now, I believe that one thing that the team will often hear me say, kind of a philosophy I live by, is that smooth is fast. Sometimes chaotic is fast, and that's okay too. But I believe a big part of our job and our partnership in supporting you is making things as smooth and simple as possible. Daniel mentioned that. He's been preaching simplicity. How do we make this experience as smooth as possible for you? You're the only ones that can get to where you want to be, but we want to make it as smooth as possible for you. In driving, a smooth road is what allows for fast travel. In music, focusing on playing each note smoothly and accurately is what results in fast, harmonious playing. I'm a cyclist, or at least I used to be. I need to, like Daniel, I need to exercise a little bit more as well. It's not mashing the pedals and expending all your energy quickly that makes you go fast. It's strong, smooth, consistent pedaling that helps you reach your maximum speed and momentum. And of course, in business, in our business, maintaining a smooth rhythm in operations is what leads to increased performance. So my mission and the mission of the other corporate staff at 3 is to make your lives as smooth as possible so that you can focus on and do what you do best. So I have a few announcements to make today, all aimed at making things just a little bit smoother for you. The first one I'm going to talk about is the customer program. We love customers. We have amazing products. If somebody doesn't have any interest initially in the 3 business, but wants to use our products, hallelujah, wonderful. Today, if somebody were to ask you, as a brand ambassador, when I sell a 3 product, what commission do I make to a customer? And today, the answer is, it depends. Depends on the product. If you sell Revive to a customer, you earn $18. If you sell Vitalite, you earn $21. Well, we want to make a really small change that will have a massive increase in the simplicity. So starting now, effective immediately, customer commission will go to a flat 25%. So now, when somebody asks you, when I sell a product to a customer 3, how much do I make? The answer, now there's just one answer. What is it? 25%. Small change for a huge simplification. Now, just in case you're wondering, Revive, when you sell Revive today, you make $18. That happens to be 25%, so that doesn't change. But for the rest of the products, they all go up just at least a little bit. So not only is it a simplification, but it's actually commissions on an already very rich compensation plan. So we're happy to announce that that's effective right now. All right, next, we want to do everything we can to give you the tools. Like Daniel said, we're very focused on this as well. I'm happy to announce a new simplified share sheet. And this, kudos to Marco on this. He did a tremendous job designing this, and there's a lot of intention that goes into this design. So the share sheet is now going to be 2-sided. The front side, as you can see, very clear focus on the company, our founder, Dr. Dan, credentials, our pillars of science, exploration, curation, and absorption, and then a little bit of information on all of our products. So this is a great way where you can introduce a prospect to 3 in a very friendly, easy way. Now on the back side, this is where we get into how to start smart with 3. There's 3 simple steps. Number 1, take your product, get on SmartShip. And number 2, how to connect digitally by getting the 3 app, visiting the 3 wall, and getting a back office for a brand new brand ambassador. And then we have a small exercise on the bottom. Good, thank you, glad you like it. We have a small exercise on the bottom that you can take your prospects through. We have a very, very small here in the lower corner, little bullet points on the compensation plan. Purposely, we're not going into detail here. This lets you cater your conversations with your prospects in a way that makes sense. and then a small exercise for them to start thinking about who are the first 3 people that they want to share this business with. And it just so happens that this 3 is a very, very key number, and I'm going to get into why that is in just a few moments. So this will be available on the wall. This is done. Seriously, can everyone give Mark a round of applause? Simple, easy to share. All right, our brochure. Here's the current brochure. It's wonderful. It's a little big, it's a little bulky, it's a little expensive. We're also happy to announce a simplified small brochure. It'll make it easier to share, more affordable, and these are available on the 3 store now. Only $1 a piece. So this will be a great tool that you can have for somebody who wants to go a little bit deeper on 3. And we want you and your teams to get all of these. You have one you got one when you check in today. So we're doing a special through Monday, 10% off on the 3 store. This is good for brochures, swag, anything you want. If you use the code Vegas25. Now this code is just for those of you who are here. So take a picture and share this with your teams. Share it, get it out there. Let's sell some stuff out. All right, this code is good through Monday. So there's just a few things to hopefully help make things a little bit more smooth, and we will never stop looking for ways to help you and make things smooth and simple for you. All right, now, one thing that you'll come to know about me is I love data. I sometimes nerd out about it, and I like sharing data with you. We've looked at the 3 app. Who's using the new 3 app that launched in November? Wonderful. We've dove into that because I wanted to see, are people using the app? How are they using it? What's working? And so I'm going to share with you a few really interesting things today that I hope you will take back and share with your teams. In the app, it's incredibly simple to share fact sheets, product videos, information about 3. It's simple. And I wanted to see what are the items that are the most shared. So I'm going to go through. Any guesses? What do you guys like to share with potential prospects? Dr. Dan, I heard it. Dr. Dan. Yep, good answer. It turns out the number 1 most shared item is Dr. Dan's all product video. Wonderful video. Dr. Dan is incredible. Number 2, the Visage collection video by Dr. Dan. Number 3, the 3 pillars video by Dr. Dan. Right? This is what you like to share. I totally understand why. They're absolutely incredible. Now, this is where it starts to get a little interesting. Number 4 and number 5 are fact sheets. Number 4 is the collagen fact sheet. Number 5 is the utility fact sheet. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. When you share with a prospect using the 3 app, we can see, did they open it? Did they look at it? Did they spend any time on it? Right? Incredibly valuable information. This is where it starts to change a little bit. So, these are the most shared, but here's what are the most viewed. Number 1, same, Dr. Dan's all product video. Great. Most shared, most viewed. Here's where the trend changes a little bit. Daniel mentioned earlier, the average attention span of somebody today is 15 seconds. You have to capture their attention, or they move on. The number 2 most viewed is the Super Serum fact sheet. Super easy to see, right? At a glance, you can learn about the product. Number 3, another fact sheet, Purify. Number 4, another fact sheet, Vitalite. And number 5, another fact sheet, Collagen. So, sorry, Dr. Dan, they're not top 3 of the 5 in the most viewed on this one. But what's so interesting to that is it makes a lot of sense to me. It's so easy to share a product fact sheet. You're not talking about the business opportunity, you're simply talking about the benefits of our wonderful products. When I was going through this data, I found somebody, Kara Green. She joined 3 in October, and she's a 3-star. She is the heaviest user of the app, and she's enrolled 25 people by sharing assets out of the app. So I called her. I said, Kara, this is Tyson. She said, who the heck is Tyson? I said, I'm new at 3, and I just wanted to say congratulations, you're doing phenomenally. I see that you're using the app, and you've had 25 new brand ambassadors sign up. I said, can you tell me what are you doing? What's working for you? What are you sharing? She said, well, I love sharing Dr. Dan's all product video, and I love sharing the product fact sheets. She said, I don't just share them. I don't just blast it out to somebody and say, hey, here's some information about the product. She takes just a second and shares a little bit about her experience. Says, hey, This multivitamin, Vitalite, I love it. I feel better, I have more energy. I thought you might be interested. Here's some information. And in doing that, Sensible Beverages enrolled 25 people. Such an easy way to share this business, especially for somebody new wondering what to do. Now, going just a little bit deeper, I also looked at what is the most sticky. Now, these items aren't necessarily the most shared, but these are the items that prospects are coming back to again and again. This also gets a little bit interesting. The first two are fact sheets again, Super Serum fact sheet and Purify fact sheet. Now, this is where I was a little bit surprised in the data. The number 3 item is the share sheet, and we've just made some wonderful improvements to that. Number 4 is the About Us video, and number 5 is the comp plan document. Now, is everybody going to be ready to have the comp plan document shared with them as the first, their first introduction to 3? Of course not. But the point in sharing this is that when they're ready, do not be afraid to share these, because these are the items that prospects are looking at more than once. They're going back again and again to look at these, so don't be afraid to share these. What's that? Oh, gotcha. So the Super Serum fact sheet, Purify fact sheet, and then the share sheet, which we will have the new one in the back office for you, the About Us video, and the compensation. So again, maybe not something you share in the first introduction to somebody you're trying to share the products with, but don't be afraid to share these. They're great. Now, overall, the most interesting thing I found, and this shocked me. In fact, when I first found this next piece of information, I thought I did my math wrong. I thought I messed up somewhere, and I had to go back and recheck the numbers. But it turns out I was right. The number was right. Of everybody, the thousands of people who are using the app, for every 5 times they share just a simple fact sheet, it can be as simple as a fact sheet with somebody, they're getting 1 new enrollment. 5 to 1. I cannot understand how big of a deal this is. I've been in this industry for a long time. I've looked at conversion rates. I thought this might be like 20 to 1. 5 to 1, 20%. Traditional marketing is having a 2% conversion rate. 20%. How easy is it to share a simple fact sheet with a little testimony about the product? Can you share 5 in a week? Is that doable? Yeah. Absolutely. This is tremendous. I cannot understand how big a deal this is. To help continue to drive the app adoption, we're doing an app contest for the month of February. This starts today. So let me walk through quickly how this works. We can find this information on the 3 wall as well. But for the month of February, we're going to do a contest. Every time anybody shares any information from the app, we have 1 point. Anytime a potential prospect engages with that content, meaning that they click on it to view it, you'll get another point. And then for all of you, when one of your first level downline completes the learning modules in the app, you'll get another point. And at the end of the month, we'll have 10 winners from every category and a top winner, and we'll be giving out a massage collection, some amazing products, and some free swag. So please share this with your teams to help drive this. We're doing this not just to have an app contest. We're doing it because what I just shared, we're sharing things in the app is driving business. That's why we're doing this, so please take advantage. All right, I get excited about data and I start talking fast, so you'll have to bear with me. It drives my wife crazy. All right, lastly, as I've been looking at 3, going through all the data, something really interesting has popped out to me, and it's the importance of the number 3 in many, many different ways. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that it also happens to be the name of our company. I gotta take my notes out for this part because it's all data. Okay. For a new brand ambassador who's getting started with 3, what am I trying to say? The strongest performance indicator of whether they're gonna have a successful experience with 3 or not is helping them get to their first 3 enrollments in the first 30 days. When that happens, when you help a new brand ambassador accomplish that in their first 30 days, they are 500% more likely to advance in rank and earn consistent commissions in their first 3 months. You'll notice on the share sheet, we had, hey, who are the first 3 that you want to share with? That was very intentional, because we see that in the data. help them get their first 3 and they start to understand this business. The Happy 3 promotion was very similar. That wasn't just a random promotion. It was because we saw the behavior and we saw the data and we know we needed to reinforce that. As we've looked at Happy 3, okay, Happy 3 ends tomorrow. I really hope you're taking advantage of these promotions that we do. We have an incredibly rich compensation plan. We do these additional promotions and bonuses on top, not just to help you get an additional bonus, but because it helps strengthen the foundation of your business. All right, I've already looked at the data. For those who participated or earned any part of Happy 3, 54% had at least one rank, advanced one rank in the last 2 months. All right, of those that qualified for Happy 3, 75% are earning a higher weekly commission than they were prior to the promotion. You have to take advantage of these promotions. And I'm excited today to announce another one that starts on Monday to help to continue to drive this behavior. All right, everyone. Power of 3. This is the new promotion launching on Monday. This isn't going to be just a 1-month promotion. This isn't going to be just a 2-month promotion. We're going to run this promotion for at least 3 months because we know that it takes time to get that information out to your teams and to really see the duplication and results of that. So I'm going to run through this really quickly, and then we're going to be very lucky later today to hear from Mario and Samson Lee to walk through how you can truly use this to drive your business. But here's how the promotion works. When you sponsor 3 brand ambassadors or have an existing personally enrolled brand ambassador purchase an upgrade pack, where those 3 combined for 900 CV, you're going to earn an additional $100 bonus. We call that the Core 3 bonus. You're going to get sick of 3s. It's all weaved throughout all of this. All right, you earn an additional $100 bonus. Notice, very similar to Happy 3, but it has a lower ROI requirement because we want as many people as possible to participate in this. And notice the 900, divide that by 3, premium pack. Very, very simple message and duplication that can work, okay? And Samson's gonna drive that home later. All right, step 2, that's step 1. Step 2, help those 3 do the same. Of course, they'll earn their bonus, and you'll earn a $300 Core 3 builder bonus. Step 3, repeat, repeat, repeat. You can do this up to 3 times during the promotion period, okay? Very simple, the right behavior, and again, this is going to be our focus for the next 90 days. Whenever you talk to me over the next 90 days, my first question is going to be, how are you utilizing this promotion in your business? That's going to be the question, all right? I've been in this industry for a long time, younger than I look, thanks Daniel. We have an incredibly rich compensation plan. We invest these things on top, not just for a 30, 60, or 90-day promotion, but to drive the strength and foundation of your business going forward, okay? One last piece of data I want to share. I looked at the data. If every single 1-star and above just did step number 1 of this promotion, or helped somebody to do step number 1 of this promotion, your businesses would double in 30 days. If all 1-stars did this step 1 and step 2, not even repeating, but did step 1 and step 2 of this promotion, right, your businesses would triple by many. All right, you're wondering how to get here? I really hope you see that we're trying to give you the tools, simplifications, and incentives to do this. So, with that, I think my time is about up. Yeah, over.